shot. Whatever he was thinking while that decision was being taken, eventually having to walk out and decide what to do in this the match and the condition.
Slashed away by Klusener we saw Wickramasinghe go for early boundaries when he took the new ball. This is a dreadful comeback from him. A real loosener, short and wide of off stump. Klusener's a hard hitter and a very capable batsman, make no mistake about that.
That's beautifully struck, and that is absolutely dead straight. No chance at all for Wickramasinghe to come around and cut it off. Aravinda was at long off and he didn't bother moving much either. Good smack. Just a fraction short. It was again the attempt to get the Yorker in there. It's a thankless task bowling at this stage of an innings, even when there are 9 wickets down. That's a big hit. Nicely placed too. One bounce, skidding into the crowd. Already 10 off the over. There are 2 deliveries left. Full toss. That's going to go in much the same direction, but just that bit further. Well, I wonder if this is going to make the difference at the end of the day.
Huge over for South Africa. 16 off it so far.
Straight down the ground. Will it carry? Yes, it does. Well, what a way both to finish the innings off and to pass the 50 mark individually. Lance Klusener moves on to 52 not out from 45 deliveries, and roundly applauded both from the South African dressing room balcony and from all around the ground.
What an innings. That really was superb, Lance Klusener. He did judge that so well. 52 not out, 45 deliveries, 5 fours and 2 sixes in the last over. His timing was perfect, both in terms of his innings and the way he hit the ball. So Sri Lanka will require 200 to win.
Lance Klusener on your screen there is now the new batsman, promoted up the order from number 9 to coming at number 7. It's a big wicket of Hansi Cronje, 16.
And they've really fallen apart since then, but this man in at the moment, Lance Klusener, he's in fine form. He played a lone hand against Sri Lanka earlier in this tournament. He's not the prettiest of players, Lance Klusener. He has a wonderful strike rate and excellent average for where he comes in, because there's a lot of pressure on down the order. But he seems most of the time to be only moving his foot straight down the wicket, but keeps his head very still and can play wide of his body.
A big hitter, a noted big hitter. Johnny Rhodes knows his job. Hit in the gaps, run hard. If there's chance of a 2 or a 3, he'll push the fielder all the way. As you say, a jackrabbit, the sort of guy you want out there in the middle at this time of the game.
Slow ball there from Darren Goff. He's got the treatment. That's exactly what Lance Klusener can do. He's a powerful player. When he gets his timing right, there's not many grounds in the world that can keep him inside. South Africa 158 for 5.
15 to 17, somewhere around about there. Let's say nicely placed. My goodness, and he's hit it almost for 4. It's the ball really deceptively hard, Lance Klusener.
I have to say, Jack is sitting, walking around the ground and just listen to the vibes from the punters. And they really are delighted to see an England fight back. Struggling at one stage, they've clawed it back, and now that's nicely played. 2 more. Now, if that umpire will have a look at this, I'm not sure that McKnight doesn't keep his feet in the air, but he's close.
I don't think they're going to make an inquiry. This is why He and Botham would like to have a look at it. There, that actually hit the rope. Yes, twice. And I think the crowd, if anything, have brought it to the umpire's attention. That'll be 4.
Again, it's just like the run out earlier and putting South Africa in.
It's too wide from Flintoff. The left-hander releases his arms and gets 4 for it. 12 off the over, 186 for 7.
And, let's see, that could be valuable.
That's up in the stands. And that's what that misfield caused. Klusener on strike still.
Well, that's what the game's all about. Terrific, isn't he? He's such a dangerous competitor. That's Klusener. And found the ball. The young man can throw it back into the field. And what a clean strike this is. It's the first one he's been able to get his arms at. But he really does love striking this ball. 44 not out now.
Just about found the gap. First boundary for South Africa in the last six overs.
Well, Lance Klusener hasn't timed this, or he's hit it where he's wanted to hit it, but he hasn't timed it. But got 4 runs from it. And from the resulting ball, Zimbabwe gone a little bit more defensive. There's no fielder out there. Long on has gone back.
For the big one. That's 4. That's what South Africa need, and many of them.
There's really a time to float it up. He picked his spot. His first boundary that for 9 overs. Klusener on to 31. That's 6. A big 6.
So what South Africa and Lance Klusener need, 166 for 9.
Well, caught that one in the middle of the bat. To get 13 off the over, and that's basically the asking rate. It's bludgeoned down to long off. My goodness me, that's a full toss. He's hit that so hard. 4 more.
And looking at the umpires to say, was that a no ball, too high? Very quick onto that, Lance Klusener. Goodness me, they're not easy to hit those. The ball coming onto you a lot quicker.
Just whack that. 6. He's a dangerous player. I think the cause is lost now, but my goodness me.
I think I might have upset Robin by saying that. Excellent shot, full toss. Picks it up extremely well, and Klusener goes on to a magnificent 50.